We'll start this morning with some big breaking news, positive news for Arsenal.
Thierry Henry's return to Arsenal as assistant coach under Mikel Arteta has become one of the most emotional and highly anticipated stories in world football. Arsenal fans all over the globe are celebrating the homecoming of their greatest ever player, the man they call the King. But beyond the nostalgia, Henry's first words since stepping into his new role have sparked something deeper, a reminder of Arsenal's identity, values, and ambition. For many, his presence feels like destiny fulfilled. For others, it feels like the start of something special, a moment that could transform Arsenal's future. Henry spoke with a mix of humility and passion as he addressed both the fans and the squad. He called Arsenal home and stressed that this return was not about him or his legacy, but about giving back to the club that shaped him and inspired millions. His words carried a message of responsibility, unity, and ambition. He reminded the players that the badge on their shirt represents not just a club, but a legacy of greatness, one that must be protected and built upon. This isn't about the past, Henry said. This is about now and what we can achieve together. Arsenal must believe again, fight again, and rise again. Those words struck deep with supporters who instantly remembered his magical moments on the pitch, the goals, the leadership, the winning mentality that made him one of the greatest to ever play the game. But now, Henry's role is different. He is here not to score goals but to inspire the squad, to guide them through the pressures of competing at the highest level, and to instill a mentality of belief. For Mikel Arteta, his appointment is more than symbolic, it's strategic. Henry's aura, combined with Arteta's tactical intelligence, creates a dynamic that could elevate Arsenal to a new level. This influence will be especially significant for the current squad, which is a blend of young stars, established leaders, and new signings full of potential. Players like Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Martinelli, and Declan Rice have already proven themselves as central figures, but they now have the chance to learn from a man who knows what it means to win at Arsenal. The arrival of new signings such as Eberechi's, Victor Gyökeres, and Rodrigo only adds to the excitement. Each of these players brings unique qualities that could transform Arsenal's attack and midfield, and under Henry's mentorship, their potential could be unlocked in ways fans can only dream of. Ease, known for his flair, creativity, and ability to glide past defenders, has already captured the imagination of supporters. Henry praised him privately in training, admiring his fearlessness and technical quality. Gyökeres, the powerful Swedish striker, gives Arsenal a new dimension in attack, strength, determination, and a killer instinct in front of goal. He represents the kind of forward Henry himself used to relish playing alongside. Then there's Rodrigo, the Brazilian star who brings Champions League winning experience, pace, and skill to the Emirates. Henry's presence will be invaluable for these players as they adapt to Arsenal's philosophy and the demands of the Premier League. The idea of Saka linking with Rodrigo on the flanks, Odegaard feeding passes into Gyökeres, and Ease adding creativity in midfield excites fans already. Now, with Henry working closely with them on mentality, movement, and decision-making, supporters believe Arsenal's attack could become one of the most feared in Europe. Henry's legacy as a forward makes him the perfect mentor for players like Gyökeres and Martinelli, while his experience at the highest level ensures Ease and Rodrigo have guidance on how to shine on the big stage. The Emirates crowd is buzzing again. Henry's return has reignited a passion that has always burned strongly, but now feels like it's been given fresh oxygen. Supporters are chanting his name once more, remembering the glory days at Highbury and the early years at the Emirates, but also believing in the future. Social media has exploded with excitement, with Arsenal fans describing his first words as a rallying cry and a statement of intent. For many, This feels like the missing piece: the emotional connection, the winning mentality, and the inspiration that can turn Arsenal's progress under Arteta into silverware. For Arteta, the timing of Henry's return could not be more perfect. Arsenal are once again pushing to be genuine contenders for the Premier League title and aiming to go deep in the Champions League. Henry knows those competitions inside out, having lived them as a player, and his advice and presence can only make the squad stronger. Arteta has already transformed Arsenal into one of the most tactically disciplined and competitive sides in England, but Henry adds an intangible layer: spirit, belief, and the weight of history. Players listen when he speaks, because they know they are learning from a man who has been exactly where they want to be. Henry himself acknowledged the expectations that come with his return but welcomed the challenge. He admitted that pressure has always been part of his career, and he thrives on it. He made it clear that this is not about nostalgia or headlines: it's about working hard, supporting Arteta, and helping the squad grow. His humility, combined with his legendary status, makes his return even more meaningful. As the season progresses, fans will be watching closely to see how Henry's influence translates onto the pitch. The combination of Arsenal's established stars, exciting new signings like Gyökeres and Rodrigo, and the legendary King himself back at the club creates a sense of destiny. Supporters believe this could be the year Arsenal re-establish themselves as one of the dominant forces in world football. Henry's first words were not just a speech, they were a promise that he will give everything to help Arsenal succeed, that he will pass on his knowledge, and that he will demand the highest standards from everyone wearing the shirt. They were words that reminded the players and the fans alike that Arsenal is not just a football club, it is a family, a tradition, and a legacy. This moment feels like the start of a new era. The King is back, the squad is stronger than ever, and the fans are united behind the team. Thierry Henry's first words as assistant coach were more than just an introduction: they were a rallying cry, a declaration of intent, and a reminder that Arsenal's story is still being written. With Arteta's leadership, Henry's inspiration, and the talent of players both old and new, Arsenal's future looks brighter than ever.